This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby.
Guys, we have Khalil Zahar.
I like the way you say it, dude.
Khalil Zahar.
You said it properly.
I know.
You might know him as the, is it fair to say, co-founder of Fight Camp?
Co-founder.
Yeah.
It's a great product. These guys came in, installed it in my home.
You're welcome.
Right? Thank you, Brennan Schaub. And then
Not a single
because
text.
I love this stuff.
Not a single text. You're welcome.
I did. I said today, you said how'd it go? Yeah, I didn't. I should have.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
I know I was going to. I was actually going to.
forgot, though.
I didn't know what to expect. And then they came.
But still, I sent you a gift. And
No, it's a beautiful gift. And
it's a good one.
But I wanted to formally
I feel like
thank
out of anybody, you'd use it.
I'm formally thanking you.
Yeah.
And that was awesome because it's a big deal. And so we get up there and the wraps, the bag, all of it's great. My power's a little too much for it.
Yeah. We're gonna have to
couldn't calculate
your
it?
bag.
My power's crazy. My speed.
The reason you want the Fight Camp's different than the other bags because it's the trackers.
Well, that's the tracker.
The bag,
got 'em on your
bag's
feet
a bag,
and your
gloves,
hands.
glove.
Yeah.
It's the trackers.
Yeah.
You need all the data.
Feet and hands. And do you have 3,600 workouts?
Yep.
3,600.
And you'll find your favorite trainer on there.
Yeah.
I was telling you at Full Violence, there's the one earthy guy.
Yeah. I was about to bring it
Like
up.
you're literally doing combos and he'll be like, take a deep breath, enjoy the world, and get out there and try your best. Buddy, I'm trying to get cooking here, man. He's a little too
And he put me on with him.
earthy.
They said, this is
the
what
earthy
Brennan
cat.
like.
Yeah,
he's like, all right,
cat.
brother,
That was
let's
the
go. I'm like,
funniest
brother.
thing. It's like, I didn't realize like the word earthy fits him so well.
Is his name Brent?
No, Aaron.
Aaron.
He's fun.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, brother, let's get after it. I'm like, hey, this guy.
And they'll be like, I read a scripture today. I'm like, buddy, I'm just fast forward. Yeah. His workouts are great.
He's very
love it.
spiritual.
Yeah.
Like he
I
likes
dig
to
it.
go from
Motivation.
mindfulness to
Yeah.
like the spiritual aspect of martial arts.
A lot of people actually kind of need that. They need that. So, because what happens is you get in the train and everything in your body says don't do it. Like you just feel tired, you're heavy, all that shit. And then, especially as you get older, where like you're just like, oh, I'd rather calcify and lie down. And then you get a little something from scripture.
Did you hear Sean Strickland on was it Sean Ryan?
Sean Ryan.
Sean Ryan's pod?
No.
It's interesting because Strickland, it's like a 4-hour interview, but it's really good.
Yeah.
It's good. But you hear Strickland, they're talking about like religion stuff, and Sean Ryan's more religious now, right? Like he found
He saw God and shit.
He's been through some shit. And he asked Sean Strickland, he goes, no, I'm not religious. He goes, but I do think how, whatever, through the years, America stopped being, going to church and believing in Christianity and all that stuff. And he goes, and that's the issue. He goes, so I'm not Christian, but I believe the American values and what America is built off those staples. Like those are pillars. And when we go away from that is when we have problems.
There's a lot of scholarly sort of backing up of that. I'm surprised Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland will surprise you because you'll go, he's a Neanderthal and all that, but he's a much smarter guy than you think, right?
I saw there's like a Key and Peele sketch when they're like about like two guys, before the fight, hyping the fight up.
Right.
There's like one guy that goes like, oh, I'm gonna smash you, whatever, and the other guy brings up God, and he's like, God put me on this earth to put you in plastic tube.
Yeah.
And then the other guy's like, all right, we're just promoting a fight here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great sketch.
Yeah, Strickland, when you start it, it's heavy, man. It's heavy. And usually, I'm not trying to start my day, it's heavy.
He went through some stuff.
Oh, man. We talked about like his dad would like threaten to kill his mom and beat her and stuff like that. And he was like, I was in kindergarten. So my dad would come home at 4, drink all through the night, and then just tee off and yell at my mom. And he goes, I'm in kindergarten. So I'm up to like 2, 3 in the morning every night. And I'm on my mom's feet, hoping my dad doesn't hit her. And you're just like, he's like, and that went on my entire childhood until he was 16. He's like, and then finally I beat up my dad.
He did.
Yeah. He's like, you beat the shit out of my dad. And he's like, he goes, my dad was like this boogeyman. I was scared of him. And he goes, I beat his ass. And I look on the ground. He's like, this is what I was scared of? You're such a coward, dude. You put up no fight. This, he's because in his head, it's his dad, right?
Yeah.
Like even now, could I beat up my dad? I don't think so.
Right.
I was top 10 in the world. I don't think so. So you think, of your dad as this, I beat the shit out of him. But,
I know you mean.
I say, like,
it's
my dad.
It's very unnatural. It's a very unnatural act.
I would never, ever.
No, it's a very unnatural act.
So in your head, you have this idea of your dad? And then he's like, yeah. And then because he was so horrible to me and my brother and my mom, when I was 16, I beat the shit out of him. And he's like, that was it? That was the monster I was scared of? This poor old dude on the ground?
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
I think David Goggins has a similar story, actually, when like I think his father was abusive or whatever, and at some point he became stronger than his father. And, like,
Well, you can
realized
tell that with
like,
David Goggins, with all due respect, because he's literally a masochist. Anybody who runs 100 miles when they don't have knees anymore, is something's going on there. Like I just don't get it. Like whereas Sean, I think, was one of the things I really respect is he was able to take that trauma and that anger and channel it into something beautiful and to be on that level, you know. And this whole fight camp thing, you guys have a lot of real fighters involved in this, right?
Yeah. No, it started.
Sorry about that.
Basically, it started with me really as really an amateur, and then we grew the team. One of my co-founder was on the national team, Tommy Duquette, and then we started getting investor involved, and then we got Mike Tyson, GSP, Francis Ngannou as investors.
Did GSP say, "You talk exactly like me"?
We spoke in French.
That's right.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Of course, he's French.
Boy, when they were going over your house set up, I go, all right, you're going to walk in. Brian, off the bat, is going to ask where you're from. So be prepared.
That was literally your first question. You're like, hi, I'm Khalil. Where are you from?
Yeah, I was like,
Do you remember the time we were at the coffee shop and I guessed everybody's nationality?
Yeah, it's his gift.
It started speaking Arabic too. I was super impressed.
He's from the Middle East.
Yeah, he
Et
said.
français aussi.
Yeah, I
D'accord.
started speaking in French too.
Oui.
Yeah, but then you said you feel most at home in
Yeah.
the Middle East.
Well, I grew up.
Shut the fuck
around Arabs. Around Arabs. I grew up around Arabs. You know, for 8 years of my life.
Hey, you feel most at home in the Middle East?
Yeah, bro.
Move to Iran.
Hey, take it easy. Take it easy.
Hey, get a nice property in Iran. Your money goes a long ways out there.
Iran's not Arabic.
It's the Middle East.
Yeah, but
You said the Middle East.
no, I said around Arabs.
Okay.
But I like the Middle East.
Move to the Middle
this is
East.
good.
It's where your heart's at.
Lebanon, once
Move
they
there.
get calm, it's
Yeah,
a pretty
move
cool
there.
place.
Let me know how it goes for you.
Yeah, I get it.
Hey,
You know,
you like it.
yeah.
You don't feel most at home there.
No,
Don't
but-
ever say that again, right? Right?
Dude, we were vibing.
And they're not going to call you up, but don't do that.
We were vibing.
Yeah, but don't do that.
My favorite-
I feel most at home in the Middle East. Excuse me, sir?
Look, we all say things.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? We all say
you
things.
guys just met.
You get a little
Even though he's not
euphoric
even
feeling.
from there.
Yeah, he's from Canada, by the way.
No, he's North African, dude.
No, I know. But
He's
that's
African.
technically Middle East, actually. Tunisia.
Is it?
That would be considered, yeah.
You consider
Really?
Yes. You can say North Africa, but really, if you say Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria,
Can you Google that?
you're part
Is
of the
North
Middle
Africa considered Middle East?
It is because it's an Arabic-speaking part of the world.
I know it's Arabic speaking.
So it's
but you wouldn't
call
say
it-
Middle East,
Libya
right?
would be Middle East. So if you said there's conflict in the Middle East, Libya is in there. Tunisia, Algeria.
It says not generally,
Group together.
although they're often grouped together.
Yeah.
They share some historical
Egypt,
and cultural.
Not wrong, but yeah.
Yeah,
not
Egypt.
100%
wrong, but you're
right.
definitely
You would
not
definitely say
right.
Egypt, though. Egypt borders, Israel, Gaza. You're in the mix. It's very, very. You can't say that Libya, for example, and Egypt. Morocco maybe less, right? But even then,
Morocco's Africa.
but it's also Arabic speaking, and it's North African. And
When you're
it's-
there,
and it's
when you're
Muslim.
there,
But you wouldn't
people
say-
will say like, they will differentiate.
They do.
You
They
know,
do, and
like
the
when you're in
Arabic is
Tunisia,
different. Right.
You won't say necessarily like, when you say even like Arabs,
Yeah.
people will be like, we're Tunisian.
And
Yeah.
that's true. And
Yeah.
Tunisia is also kept out of the fray. They've
Yeah,
been
yeah, yeah.
very good at keeping out of the mix.
Good
Nobody
for
says, "Oh, he's Tunisian." There's no.
Right.
It's
Hey,
yeah.
But back to what I wanted to ask you, both of you, is with Strickland and like David Goggins, when you see that trauma in my head, I'm like, well, that's what it 100%. It's the biggest factor of why Strickland's a world champion, why David Goggins is super inspirational, like psychotic runner, whatever you want to call him. He's a Navy SEAL, right? Without that trauma, I don't think they make it there. But so I'm like, man, kids kind of need some trauma and wake my kids up and shove them around a little bit.
I know,
right?
I know.
But then it's like, are they just the 0.01% of all people that suffer that trauma and they're outliers?
So here's a stat for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Really good question, because there is that theory our friend James Bashara said something that was really profound to me. He said, you can hit every goal you set for yourself and ruin your kids' lives. And that's the irony of life, right?
Oh, yeah.
Your kids are now flying privately. You got this great house, and they spend the rest of their life in and out of rehab.
Or then it's that, I don't mean to interrupt, but that then also you can hit every goal for yourself and you're just not present for your kids.
Well,
so
that's
you
a huge
completely
one.
miss the mark.
Now you're talking.
Which most of them do that.
Yeah, and I think
That's more common than anything.
I think the most important thing is 1, lead by example. 2, love them, of course. And 3, set standards. Like, there are a lot of very wealthy people who set high fucking standards.
Yeah, I would say number 1, be present.
Be present.
Your job's not more important than your kids.
The only thing about being present is 100% true. But sometimes they get everything and your presence and your attention. So they're so used to getting so much attention. You still have to have standards of excellence.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Discipline. Like when your kid's like, it's raining, you're like, oh, cool. We're training today, but okay. It's not. And that kind of standard is
But do you think like people that suffered the same abuse as like a Strickland or a David Goggins, it'd be like getting bit by Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man, that's cool.
Yeah.
Most people when they get by spiders don't get those superpowers.
So I think
they just get bit by spiders.
I totally agree. I'm beginning to think.
You know what I'm saying?
Sean Strickland would have been successful regardless of
Oh,
what
I don't
happened.
think so.
No?
No. Not a chance.
I think you need like
So let me
not
ask
a
you.
chance
chip on
because
your
he's
shoulder.
not gifted athletically, Bubba.
Right, but he's
The reason why he's so mentally strong
Yeah.
and he's like, what's the worst that can happen? I die in here. Like he's talks about suicide, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's from that horrible upbringing.
But he's
like,
got-
because you put Strickland in any other sport, Bubba.
But he's got high fight IQ, right? Really high fight IQ, wouldn't you say? I mean, I think he does. You don't?
He's done it a lot because
Yes.
he's been fighting since he was 15.
But he's got.
He has a lot of experience.
Yes, but here's a very important thing.
He's seen all the stuff.
He's also avoided damage, like a lot of
because
damage.
of his fighting style.
Right. But that's intelligence. That's IQ.
No, you're talking about a guy that has really good cardio because he's thinner, right? It's just his genetic DNA has really good cardio. He doesn't have a lot of power, so he's not going to be a power puncher.
Guys, when it comes to auto parts, there's one place to go, O'Reilly Auto Parts. If you're an amateur like me and you don't care about cars, but you want to get your brake light fixed or, I don't know, windshield wipers, have your battery tested in your car when you're sitting in it or out of the car, if you want a friendly, helpful staff, you go to O'Reilly, okay? Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter. That's O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter, which is what I am. I'm a fighter
That's right.
now that I train with Fight Camp. Thanks, guys.
Stop by O'Reilly today, Auto Parts, and visit them at O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter. Strickland, yeah. So you think about his style; it's adapted to his style. It's adapted to his genetic gifts. Good cardio, so he doesn't have a lot of there's no power. Like he doesn't have knockout, but he's not explosive.
Yep.
Super athlete, you know.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's just from sheer hard work and coming from nothing.
I understand.
Showing up every single
But
day.
his style of fighting, whatever you want to call it, his the way he trains, getting to a point where he learned how to avoid getting hit.
You know how? Sparring all the time.
Of course, but the way he sparred was intelligent, right? He seems to have a high fight IQ, like being able to kind of shut down Chimaev's chokes and everything. He's a sneaky pain in the ass, right? He's
He's just experienced. He has a ton of experience.
It's more than experience.
That goes a
though.
long way.
It's got to be fight IQ. There are a lot of guys who fight forever and they don't have that fight IQ. Here's my question.
I beg to differ because he's seen all the styles, and if you've been doing it that long, you know how to defend a rear naked choke. You know how to defend takedowns.
But see, there's a large part of it is when you
He's
train
also in
that
his
long,
prime.
when you train that long and avoiding injury, avoiding damage.
he didn't avoid injuries. He's missing a quad. You know what I'm saying? Like he has injuries.
He's got injuries, but
he's had nonstop injuries. Like when his first fight, or his second fight against DDP, his shoulder's a wreck.
okay, but see,
Like he has a lot of injuries.
I actually think that someone like Sean.
But all I'm saying, to wrap this up, all I'm saying, his fighting style is you have to adapt. Same as Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz ain't knocking you out.
Right.
What's he do? Volume punching, heavy pace, good cardio. There's no other way to go. You ain't knocking. You're going the distance.
Yeah.
You ain't finishing anybody.
Very different fighters in a lot of ways.
Ooh, I disagree.
Right? Nate took a lot of damage. Sean doesn't. Nate's a champion. I mean, Sean's a champion. Nate didn't come close to it being a champion.
Correct.
There are a lot of those things. So
the similarities are in the what they were born with. Neither one's a really good athlete.
Well, again, now
good fighters.
but we get into this conversation about athleticism, right? There's gamesmanship.
You're saying like mostly physically though. You're saying
physically, yeah.
But so there's gamesmanship, but with fighting like that, striking, his ability to sit in the pocket and avoid, like just being able to check kicks, avoid, movement. I mean, the way he trained, he figured out a way to solve that puzzle. Whether it was Adesanya, whether it was, all these guys. That's impressive as shit. That's gotta lend itself to a certain fight IQ. But here's a larger question. The reason I say, as I get older, that Sean Strickland would have been successful. I don't say in football, I'm saying in life. He would have figured, all through all the trauma, Sean Strickland would have found his way through in something.
I see, I disagree.
But let me tell you why. I believe that people like Sean Strickland or people that are successful because they have a spirit that just won't quit, that won't give up. It's not Sean. It's that spirit inside him. It's that kid who was holding on to his mom's feet who said, someday I'm going to get through this shit. It's that kid at 16 who said, I'm going to face this dragon and knock him the fuck out.
Or they end up in jail and murder people. like Sean Strickland's saving grace was fighting.
Hold on.
Because Sean,
let me finish.
But hold on, if you listen to the interview, he goes, every day I wake up and I have to constantly make an effort not to just beat up people I don't like.
I know, but he made but okay, very, very good. I'm glad you said that.
He goes, I'm a violent guy.
Very good. I love that you said that. Now watch this.
But why is he violent?
Hold on, watch this. You're making my point for me. Every day that guy woke up and made the right choice, not the wrong choice. And there are a lot of people that make the wrong choice who go through half the trauma he did. Now, someone like that figured out, he said, no matter what happens, I want to make the wrong choice, but I'm going to make the right choice. And that's been that guy's life, which is why he is where he is. Now, here's a question. Hold on, you got to let me finish.
Yeah, but you're missing a bunch of parts.
No, I'm not.
Because you haven't listened to the interview.
But it doesn't matter. I know who Sean Strickland is. I don't have to listen to the interview because I'm seeing the product, right? The final product. Now, watch this. A villain in literature and a hero in literature, they have the same exact origin story, right? We've talked about this.
Yeah.
So watch, Khalil. The villain, his dad beats the shit out of his mom, or they, whatever. And the same thing with the hero. But somewhere along the line, the villain says, the world hurt me and I'm going to hurt the world. And the hero says, the world hurt me and I'm going to make sure the world never hurts anybody else like that again. Sean Strickland made the hero's choice. He didn't make the villain choice. Now, why is that already in a hero? Are heroes and villains born or are they made? And because they're making the choice at the same time.
They're made, yeah.
I think they're made.
Why do they make the choice? Why does Sean Strickland say, I'm not going to be violent today? And why does the other guy do something and go to jail for the rest of his life? What is it about that?
Because Strickland chose a career in fighting where he can still be violent. If he got a job at Home Depot, he's going to have problems.
But he made that choice, right? Smart.
Well, it was a means to make money.
Maybe you become like a very successful criminal. He can still be successful.
Part of but learning where to place your energy, right, is part of intelligence. Like saying, I'm a born fighter. This was made for me. I have all this anger. I'm going to put it into that gym, on the mat and in the ring and in the cage. Boom.
You think that's innate?
I think it was a choice he made, and it points to his intelligence and his winning mentality and yes, I think to a degree it's innate because he had to make that choice and other people don't make that choice.
I think he was pushed into fighting for whatever reasons. And because of that horrible childhood trauma, he's endured way more than most people. Fighting's not that big of a deal.
Right, so fighting's easy now, comparatively. That's it. That's a big one.
See, my personal view is like, I think, let's say take a step back. I do think having some type of chip on your shoulder can be a driver to become like one of the best in the world at whatever you're doing. And I kind of think that because you can be good, but to be excellent, like in the top 1%, top 0.1%, it takes so much dedication. Like the world is inherently extremely competitive.
Yep.
So I kind of think like you need to do a lot of like boring shit to be at that level. Like you need to have this drive every day to especially in martial arts, because that's not like a fun thing to do. Like you can argue playing basketball is just like you're just so passionate about the game, but like
fighting stuff.
It's a ruthless workout.
Yeah.
It's a ruthless training.
Yeah.
So I think like, and whether it's that or even like you go in business with the Elon Musks and so forth, where like you have everything you really need, but you keep on pushing forward and forward. I think like by then you're trying to link the story of who you think you could become, and that just like is the main driver.
But some people are super competitive and insane, and they come from great families too, though.
Yeah.
Some
Michael
champions,
Jordan,
like
is a good
Rafa
example.
Nadal. Rafa Nadal had an amazingly supportive family, and Andre Agassi said, I saw him trying. He was like 17, trying to fix this lock, get this lock open, and he just kept trying. He goes, he finally got it. He was alone. He goes, vamos! Like he freaked out. He was having a fight with it, and he goes, I can't beat that fucking guy. Like everything about him was a fight all the time.
Yeah. There's people that come from money, especially tennis or like golf. Like those guys usually come from, and there's nothing wrong with it, but they usually come from, they're not lower class.
Not in other countries, Bubba.
You need to have like I mean, just even getting access to the sport, like you need to
It's
already
a tough
be like
entry.
part of like
It's a tough entry.
But I'm saying I don't think you have to come from trauma to be a champion. Like not all people who come from trauma.
No, exactly. It doesn't have to be trauma, but I think like we talked about this a little bit yesterday, when like to be very like one of the greats at anything, at some point you gotta be a little narcissistic.
Yes.
And like you have
think
to
it's a
like
personality.
prioritize yourself
Yeah.
to a point where like at some point maybe your happiness gets confused and you lose track of what makes you happy. And like you become this provider and whatever, and then at some point you're like, I am not actually fulfilled.
Yeah, like I don't like. I'm sure Hamza. I don't know, but that part Chechnya. I'm sure that world Hamza grew up in wasn't great.
No.
Like it's not Bel Air.
No.
But compared to Strickland, and Hamza's probably a better athlete. He's not a better fighter. So when the going gets rough, I'm gonna put. So I want Strickland in my foxhole. Like I know he'll die in there.
Gaethje too, something like that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, different. Gaethje didn't grow up with trauma, like had really
No, I'm
good
saying
parents.
Gaethje.
We can name a million
reserves.
fighters. Yeah. But what I'm saying is like Strickland grew up in horrible conditions, and so his mindset is like. And Josh Barnett was there's not a lot of fighters like this where it's like, oh, I'll die in here. I don't give a fuck, dude. Where most guys aren't like that.
Yeah.
Like Strickland's like that. The only other guy I knew who was like that was Josh Barnett.
Fighting's
most
different.
guys aren't.
Fighting's a different sport. Fighting, because it's fighting. It's almost like you have to include
its own thing.
It's its own thing because it's not just a sport. It's just not like tennis, soccer. Like Ronaldo came from his parents loved him and all that. But when you're getting punched in the face and you have to train that way, you're in a real fight. Like physically, it's awful.
But you're also usually like, let's say Strickland was some phenomenal athlete and grew up, even if he grew up with that trauma, but had the athletic ability to pursue. Like he said, I loved football. Cool, but it's just not in the cards for him. But I would assume if you went to Strickland, hey, when you were a kid and you were athletically gifted enough to play football and make millions playing football, would you rather do that and fight? I bet you'd go, fuck yes.
Of course.
So it's like, that was his road.
Of course.
Fighting was his road, and he's a violent dude.
Fighting-
There's violent dudes in the NFL. Like there's some cats in the NFL, similar mindset to Strickland that will fuck you up.
Oh
man.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, I would assume most people that suffer that trauma don't become millionaires. I don't know the odds, but
I would
it
agree.
can't be good.
Like traumatic
But
background.
this is why Strickland like grabs that torch, like, and how many kids have suffered from horrible family abuse and all that stuff. Now you finally have a guy that you can look up to. And like, well, fuck, he did it. Like he got out of this horrible darkness.
That's right.
So it's like, so he's kind of the face of, and he knows that. He's kind of the face of those underprivileged white kids that no one wants to speak up for. There's more poor white people in America than any other race. It's just numbers. It's just, these are stats. It's just, so, but those poor kids don't have anybody to
And
look up
fatherless too.
to. Yeah, they don't have anybody to look up to.
There's like certain sports I feel that definitely are more prone for that specific types, like
Well, like
boxing
as
is the
Tyson
same,
said,
like-
to Tyson, I go,
exactly.
I go, boxing comes from the streets. And he literally was like, stop. Comes from the gutters, motherfucker. The gutters. I'm like, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Like basketball, less. Soccer,
Basketball,
less.
less
Tennis,
and less.
even less.
But fighters,
golf,
a lot of
less.
fighters come from chaos. Most probably come from chaos of some kind, childhood chaos.
But boxing?
I think fighting
in general. Yeah.
I
I feel like jiu-jitsu could be
I
different.
don't know. I legit
fighters?
don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I would imagine, huh? I don't
know if it's chaos. Child abuse. I don't know if that's fair to say. All of them come from it. It could come from an overbearing father.
I don't think
it depends what you label
I don't
as.
think the Dagestanis. I think some cultures support it more, so it becomes a sport. So you're a wrestler, you go into stuff like Sarukian. But I think a lot
like
of
karate is
Americans,
different.
Yeah.
Like it has a lot more like.
But boxing, for example, like that's
Yeah.
if you were to look at. That might be a socioeconomic thing too, though. It's not like you come from a broken home. It might be just you.
I still think it's access too. It's like
Yeah.
it's pretty cheap to start fighting. You walk in the gym, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, if you're talented, you stop paying for the gym very quickly.
Yeah, but it's like, especially this day and age, like youth football, baseball, soccer, golf, tennis. It's very expensive.
What are you spending?
It's never been more expensive. Fighting, okay.
What are you,
How much does it
what are
cost
you
you?
spending
Yeah.
for a travel team?
For your
so
kid.
if your kid is, let's say, 12 years old on a travel team in baseball, what do you
Including travel, hotels.
Yeah, what are you spending?
Probably 10 to 15 grand a year at least.
10 or 15 grand a year. That's a lot of
If
money.
he's on like a competitive travel ball team.
Most people cannot afford that.
No.
That's a
And
shit.
Canada hockey is the same.
Yeah.
Like my brother-in-laws are like, they wish they had like more access when they were younger
Yeah.
because it was too expensive to play.
So already that kind of eliminates a lot of people where they're like, what?
And football's the same thing?
Football, because not so much travel, like we're local. No. It's really baseball, gymnastics, hockey.
Yeah.
Like those team
Football you
sports
can
that
play in
track.
high school too. Like you can play in school.
Yeah.
So I guess like you don't have
But
to
where,
like
where
afford the
football gets
equipment and
expensive
stuff.
this day and age, it's like, it's the off seasons, it's the hiring the trainers and the nutritional and they're 10. Like I know people that work with NFL coaches. Like I know a dad who drives very far, like 4 hours twice a week, so his kid can do footwork with this NFL coach. It's just like, so
There's more money to be made too, though. So it's like there's more incentive to like even invest in your kid like that.
Yeah.
Where like, there's like sports that you're like, why the hell would I even like invest that much money? Because my kid is not even going to make any money with it.
I just also think like, I know it's good to have fundamentals and you work with a pro, but when you're a kid,
no,
you know what I mean? Like a high school wrestling coach versus a gold medalist in the Olympics. I know you're going to learn things. They're going to be, but
he needs a foundation. Yeah, I don't get it either.
Yeah.
This is, as a coach, it is what it is, man. But like these boys came to my practice yesterday. It was 100 degrees out there on the turf. We're out there for 2.5 hours. I'm out there for 3 hours because I get there early.
Too much.
And it's 5-6 days a week. They're not on our teams. Some of the teams, maybe a few kids, but it's just like. The kid doesn't have the size wise, the parents are small, the kid's not that athletic.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you could literally choose any other sport.
How about soccer?
but no, even soccer's outside.
Oh.
Basketball,
Oh, you
something
mean,
indoor.
so you don't have to sit outside.
But buddy, you're going to be out here for, 5 times, let's minimum 15 hours a week.
And it ain't happening.
It's 100.
And it ain't happening.
Buddy, Bubba, it's never happening. My kid's a big freak. It's
Do
gonna
you
be
know it
tough
right
for him.
away?
Oh, buddy. Yeah. And we all do. But for the parents, like it's good learning. I'm like, no, I know. And sports are great. And we're not all here to go pro and play college. I get all that. He could literally learn these values playing basketball indoor in AC.
Dude, I was
literally anything.
Yeah.
This is and we're not even full pads yet.
I remember I was 14 and I joined the football team and it was New England. It was so cold and I was getting hit and I was like, hey, I'm not built for this sport. This is not for fucking me. See ya.
Oh,
the only thing I ever quit was football. I was like,
me, like
this guy.
I had to take so many coaching courses and.
Oh, you did?
Oh my God, dude, so many. And you get all these certificates and make all this shit. And I know all that stuff, but even it's like our first day of practice, it was 100. We're an hour in practice, and this kid goes, he sits on the sidelines. He's not even in my position group, but I see him on the sidelines. Like, what's going on here? My tummy hurts. Does it? Yeah. Do you think you can get back out there? Is there any way you could get back on fucking field? Could you? You're just gonna sit out? His mom goes, it's, his stomach and, it's hot. I'm like, no, I know. All right.
That's
I have to go. All right.
Yeah, that's that's the.
All right.
And every kid goes, my stomach doesn't. My son would be like, I'm just probably not going to go to school today. What? Yeah, my stomach is feeling a little queasy. Is it?
Yeah, with sport, but and who knows?
car.
Maybe that kid turns into fucking Brian Urlacher down the road and matures and gets big. Odds are not. But right, it's very evident right away. Like there's other kids on the team where I'll be like, it's hot. Is it? They don't. Huh? Oh, okay. And they go about their work. They're catching balls, fucking hitting kids.
Yeah,
it's just
They just love it more.
It's just a different.
Yeah.
But some of the other kids, on the other parents, like, what are you doing? It's 105 out. He clearly. He's also 3 foot two.
Get fight camp, get the bag inside, and you do some rounds.
Literally, pick any other sport. Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
But God bless him.
Yeah,
God bless him.
it's really funny.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This guy wrote a book called The Sports Gene about that, and he was just
Yeah, I read that book.
Did you? It's a good book.
Like Epstein?
I interviewed
David Epstein?
Jeffrey Epstein?
No, it was.
David.
I don't think it was Epstein. I think it was.
Pretty sure it's Epstein.
Was
but
it?
Like, yeah.
Look up The Sports Gene.
think it's
But he's a
David
smart
Epstein.
guy. It was an interesting book.
Sports Gene. I read it.
And he said
Very good.
like if you look at for example, kids don't get faster. You're born with speed. And
totally
then there's
agree with
that
that.
West African gene as well that he was talking about.
Yeah.
And he does these studies about people who can jump. Like there's a guy from a certain part of Africa that was
David Epstein.
There you
You're
go.
right.
And just
a really
people
good
that
book.
he does an amazing job.
But what's he saying?
He's trying to basically figure out between, like, is talent real or it's all acquired, essentially? Like, do you have talent or this is all just environmental?
But he also breaks down
circumstances?
globally, like certain
Well,
people
there's both. I don't need to read the book to find that out. If you've been through sports, there's both.
Yeah.
There's guys who through sheer
Yes.
will, and but don't get it twisted. They have a base, but then they just outwork everybody, and they're dogs, and they make it to Division I or even the pros. And then there's guys that are. I mean, there's 10-year. We got 10-year on team. Stupid fucking talented. Probably even to make it far, doesn't even work as hard as this other kid.
Yeah.
And he's just really fucking good.
He does,
Yeah,
he does a case study in the book about that. Remember that cab driver from Africa, somewhere like, I don't know, like Kenya. And he's watching these guys run. He's a cab driver. And he's like watching them and they're running around the track. And he goes, that's a sport. He goes, yeah, that's a thing. He goes, all right. Within 1 year, he was, I believe, world champion. 1 year. He was like, I can run faster than all you guys.
Running?
Yeah, running.
He has he has a lot of examples like that.
And the guy who did the high jumper too.
The high jumper was the one that
Guy
struck me because
he just shows up.
There's this like athlete who's from Northern Europe who's been training
Sweden, I think.
all his life to be the highest jumper, and like the guy has an insane work ethic, like Michael Jordan of like high jumps. And there's this other guy who didn't make the NBA, and was good enough like dunking like crazy, and at some point. I think he was in the US, and a coach from the US is like, have you ever tried high jump? And within a year breaks all the records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they measured his
talent.
Achilles tendons like length. And he had by like, 2 or 3 divisions had the highest, like completely at the right of the bell
And
curve.
the fastest people in the world, all from the
Yeah.
Biafra coast. Like
But-
Jamaica, that's because they came from Ghana and that area.
But Jamaica was interesting because you think often of Jamaicans as like having a gene for sprinting. And his conclusion in the chapter is that the culture of sprinting in Jamaica
Encourages
is like
it.
as big as like,
Yes.
the NFL.
Yep.
So he's like,
Yes.
literally you put the same people in United States.
Yes.
And these guys would have become, wide receivers
Yep.
and
but
whatever.
they're all from, their origins are all from, whether they're in the United
Western
States
Africa,
or
yeah.
West Africa,
Yeah.
a specific part of West
But
Africa.
especially if a culture focuses on that and makes it like a priority, or it becomes the cool thing. It's like what Liberty City in Florida. They have more NFL athletes than anywhere else.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's just it's like that's the way you want out. That's what you do. You ball.
Yeah.
You ball, and so the whole community. It's all about football and balling out, and the little league super competitive, and they have fucking cookouts and all these dope jerseys. So the kids are like, all right. This is the cool thing to do. So you get all the kids focused on that, all the athletes focused on that.
That's the thing. The talent pool, like his first part of the book, basically his conclusion is like, it's not the gene, it's the talent pool. Like the talent pool is just so deep in certain sports in certain countries.
Yes.
And that is why you see the best athletes, for example, in like, soccer in Brazil.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not a gene, it's cultural. And the end part of the book, it's interesting because he does this study on like this, on dog breeding. And there's like this big race with dogs that basically you keep breeding the dogs that will get you to like complete this like dog race, like kind of like in the
This
in
was
the
in the
snow.
book? I don't remember this.
It's the last chapter.
Huh.
Because his last chapter is basically, you talk a lot about like, if you love something or if you have the drive to work hard, it'll get you there. And this dog breeding industry has evolved because at the beginning they're breeding the fastest dogs. And there's this one guy, there's a whole like world of like dog breeding. You need to like buy the right dogs, but they're very expensive, so you can't even get in. There's like this like chicken and egg problem. And this guy started breeding dogs for endurance. And he was the first one to do it when they're not the fastest, but they have the highest endurance / drive to keep going. And his conclusion is there's also a gene for work ethic and drive.
Oh, interesting.
So
That's
he's like, the whole time he's doing like back and forth between work ethic versus talent. And then his ending is like, it looks like there's literally a gene because
That
you can
goes back-
breed dogs for having a higher work ethic.
So does
and
that go
gene.
back?
That
You're
goes back.
born
That
with
goes,
it?
Back,
that
yeah.
goes back to Sean Strickland. Like maybe he has a gene that's just he's got drive. He's just got toughness. He's just got that grit.
I had that debate so many times. Like when I read that book, it's all that me and my friends could talk about. Like
Really?
because people get really like polarized with this idea of like talent. I feel this idea like I think a lot of people in their respective sport or whatever discipline are always trying to like self-evaluate, like, do I have what it takes to be as good as I want to be? So it's like a polarizing thing for people to
No,
talk
I love
about.
the other coach that I coach with, AJ. He, super high level athlete. His son's the best 10-year-old I've ever seen. And this dad says to his son, hard work beats talent. He turns around and goes, until talent works hard too, though. And just kept going. And you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
He's like, that's the difference.
Well,
He's like, if you have talent and they work just as hard as a kid with no talent, they're never going to catch up.
That's my conclusion. It's like
That's
you need
okay.
like both. To be like the greats, I feel you need both.
I think you get so much out of it anyway. I think you get so much out of trying and not making it a lot of times. If you're working really hard, you'll just apply that to other shit. Being a wrestler, whatever it might be in your life, you do something hard and you learn stuff. You just get grit. You're like, this is easier, everything.
Yeah, and you got to remember that, especially coaching kids. Like, not everybody's here to fucking play at University of Texas, man. Some are here literally just to play for this season and the next, and get better and move on. Yeah, have fun.
Have fun.
We're having a conversation actually, like last night about like even, like
Fun?
Did you have fun?
He always says that. He always goes, did you have fun?
When shit like hits the fan, yeah, but you have fun.
Did you have fun?
It doesn't help at all.
No, and we were having a convo about like even like chasing your dreams, and like we were saying that there's also just trying. To your point, like just having the balls to try is kind of like half the
That's
battle.
half the battle. Yeah, yeah.
Like
That's
a lot
half
of
the
people
battle.
just don't even dare try.
Majority of the people won't even get off, take the first step into achieving their dream. And then the dream, it's all like, even the dream's up for debate because you can have one dream, and as you're going down that road, and it's going to be tough no matter what you do, the dream might fracture off over here where, all right, I didn't get this, but this is pretty dope too. So it's like, you got to be adaptable
discovery.
to what your dream is, because it might take you to places you have no fucking clue you're going,
100%. Keep adjusting your approach. Keep going. Being bold, was that the universe favors the bold? Just taking just being bold about it. You're always going to be scared. You don't indulge it. Now I'd like to sing a song.
Yeah, please don't say be bold. What is that?
Guys,
That's my
be
A1
bold.
steak sauce.
Be
dude.
bold, just my t-shirt.
Be bold.
Just got a tattoo.
Just general.
Just be bold.
Be bold. What if I get the kid? Hey, we got a special speaker today, Bryan Callen. Kids, he's going to be bold, boys.
Guys,
Just
be bold. Be bold.
Some kid was like,
if you want something, take it. You see that watch? Fucking take it. Especially if the kid's weaker.
Be like your steak sauce. Be
All right,
bold.
guys. See
That's
you
my
later.
time. Did you play? Absolutely not. Have a good day.
Did you play? I did not play. I
did not. Watch a lot of tape, though.
I was JV, and I am friends with some football players.
Know some guys.
I did not play. However, I'm good friends with some football players.
Yeah, I wonder if you asked Strickland, like, hey, if you didn't choose fighting, what would you do? And I bet the answer is horrific. You know?
Yeah.
From him.
100%.
Working for the mob.
There are plenty of
Yeah,
guys
buddy.
who are dead or in jail because of that, because of a father that beat. And I would say most people don't come from that. It's really hard to overcome. I think we're very fragile.
It's such a curse. It's such a curse.
When
like,
you're,
you know, sorry, keep going.
No, please.
Like you guys, you ever watch like, you know, Pablo Escobar type stories or like stuff like that?
Can't get enough of it. Got my
And there's
black
like
belt in Pablo.
almost like a, you know, of course everything they did is bad and like blah blah blah, but there's like a certain admiration for the execution.
Correct.
It's like this
if
guy
he chose
was-
a different line of business, he's fucking Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Like when you realize how much money in the operation he was running,
Yeah.
you're like, oh my God.
There's
dude.
a lot of management, a lot of executive skills.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. But I think that's why people like romanticize about him. Like, yeah, he did horrible shit and he's basically a terrorist in Colombia. But at the end of it, like the business model and the operation
Like the
he's
systems
running,
he put in place.
buddy.
It was able,
Oh my
able to
God,
carve out a
dude.
great piece of the market,
Yeah.
became the monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And first one to like,
Those guys will never go into legit business. They like the juice. They are antisocial motherfuckers. They
but then when you hear like he had so much money, they had to hide it in walls and he had to bury it underground and stuff. You're like, at no point was anyone like, hey man, maybe we should hand this off to somebody else and just kind of like take our money, invest, and like become legit and move to America.
yeah.
No, he's the Elon
likes the
Musk.
juice.
He was like the Elon Musk. It's like we need more. We need more. And literally innovation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They innovated on shit. Like it's
He loved
it's
it.
fascinating.
He loved the
yeah.
juice. He loved being a king.
But you can like loving the juice, like you can see why guys like, I guess because we're not at that level, but you can see why guys, they just can't stop. It's no different like special forces guys. When they stop, it's like, oh, to become an alcoholic and he's done some wild shit? Yeah, man.
Fighters.
You know, he used to jump out of fucking planes and shoot people in the face, and now you want him to sell car insurance? Or the fighters too? It's like, yeah, talking about the guy that used to fight grown men in his underwear in a steel cage for money, and you want him to, sell used cars?
Yeah.
He's going to struggle a little bit, man.
Yeah, man.
Like the juice is, it's...
To what degree do you think it's brain damage versus that?
I listen, there is brain damage, and that is a real thing. But I also think he's a bit of a cop out too. Like those boys were wild before. They're risk
were
takers
wild
before. Like guys that go into special forces. Did you think they were just playing checkers
I've had
in
a lot
high
of people
school?
tell me that.
Did you think they were playing chess and only had one girlfriend in high school?
They might have gone in with trauma.
Like I don't know.
Well,
if it's
they're,
like
they're
brain
just
damage
wild.
as
They're
much as,
wild
like,
birds.
Wild
like
birds.
like guys who are attracted to like outlaw biker gangs. Like that 40-year-old. You think he was by the book before he joined the Hells Angels?
Right,
You think
right.
he was just a good
An
kid
athlete
that went
that
to
just-
church every Sunday?
Yeah.
It's just there's a type of outlaw that is attracted to those certain things,
Yes.
and it starts at a very young age.
Yes.
different role models and shit. Like
People are like,
probably
oh, it's
looking up to different
CT.
people.
Look at what he's doing. It's like that boy's wild, man.
Boy's wild.
That boy's wild. Now when you toss in CT, it's a fucking. You get BJ Penn. It's a nightmare.
You toss in CT and then you toss in alcohol and cocaine.
Yeah, but on top of that, so you toss in a life of professional sports, cage fighting, or special forces, and then you toss in, sure, alcohol, depression, which is normal after you stop doing something you've done for 20 years. Then you toss in you don't have money. That's probably the number one factor. So,
Pressure.
you're dealing with all this stuff. Then all of a sudden, the money stops coming. And wait, what? Athletes and special forces guys aren't great with money and investing? Weird. You don't fucking say. No one ever taught them. So then they get done, and people are like, man, can you believe that guy went bankrupt? I'm like, yeah, I can't believe it didn't happen sooner, motherfucker. No one's ever taught the guy. And these cage fighters, you're getting maybe twice a year. Sure as fuck, if you're not from Dagestan, you're fighting once a year. So you're getting this huge lump sum of payment that you have to make last the entire year, and you got to figure out, man.
I heard this.
So it's literally a recipe for disaster because they get done. It's like, oh wait, I'm not getting that $4 million deposit in my bank account once a year. It's like, no, Bubba, now you got to figure it out.
There's a Delta guy talking about that. He'd been in Delta Force forever, decorated, killer. He goes, I got out, and I was like, well, I'm kind of broke. Like I have a very specific skill set. I'm a tier 1 guy, but it's not like this transfers to this civilian life, and I don't have any money. I mean, pension's tiny, shitty pension, which is crazy.
Dude, I was talking to a
And then
special
injury.
forces guy. And I go, man, it ain't right. Like his kid and my kid were playing. And I go, man, it's not right. With your guys' skill set, you guys should be set for life. He goes, no, shouldn't. No. No, don't stop with that bullshit. I'm like, I'm just saying you guys could be paid more. Because I was talking about that one guy that was doing the operation and like bet on it, made $200,000. Like, you can't blame him though. You know, you guys, the government should pay him that anyway. He goes, no, you're missing the whole point. He goes, if let's say they said all special forces guys get $500,000 a year, he goes, then you're getting the wrong type of dude doing the work. He goes, then you're attracting guys who are doing it for money. He goes,
yeah, mercenaries.
He goes,
not
I don't
patriots.
do anything for money.
Yeah.
He goes, I do it for fucking America. I was like, whoa, I'm way off.
Yeah,
my bad.
patriots
I
versus
sound like Trump right
mercenaries.
now. My bad, baby. My bad. He's like, no, you don't want those guys coming over who are doing it just for money. You want them doing it for the fucking love of our country. He's like, they should not increase the pay. I'm like, my bad.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, I paid for his lunch, but whatever.
Negotiation tactic.
Yeah.
I think it's more so the PTSD than the brain damage to your question earlier. Like, I don't know if it's like brain damage. Like, I don't know if you meant it from like getting hit to the head.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, there's that thing.
I mean,
where,
there's like the CTE and all that, but I think
Mood
what
changes.
like makes it more fucked up is probably okay, now I've worked my whole life on a skill set that now is not monetizable. Like, all I know is like literally like insane life or death situation, and now I'm going back to civilization. Like, what do you want me to
But
do?
you just think from like regular people, like, right? You started fight camp, and let's say tomorrow I take it all. And you're like, no, I fucking take it all.
Yeah.
It's all gone. You cannot
That
use that
works.
skill set anymore. And
Yeah,
now
you lost, for
you
sure.
gotta figure it out. You're gonna be a little depressed. You're gonna be a little sad. You're gonna be like, what the fuck do I do? That's fighters, that's special force guys. Like, you've been doing this, now we're gonna take it all the way. Go.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, of course. Yeah,
Football players deal with that when their life is
Every
so
sport.
regimented.
I feel every sport.
Every
yeah.
sport. Every professional sport, every single sport. All right, for 20 years since you're a kid, you've been doing this. Stop. Figure it out, dude. And they're like, and a lot of guys do figure it out, but it takes some time.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, he has CT or PTSD. It's like, or he's just really fucking sad because he has to stop playing the game he loves and he doesn't have money, man. And now he's trying to figure it out. And the only job that he's getting is paying $60,000 a year, and he has 4 kids. And he should drive Ferraris and fucking Lamborghinis. And that life's over. He's pretty fucking sad.
But the NFLPA and the NBAPA, we were talking about it a little bit, how they do like a much better job at like basically, while the guys perform and all that, they prepare them to be investors.
Better.
That's
yeah.
like your post life. It's like, okay, you're gonna have a chunk of money. Now you have to learn how to like, transform a $20 into $100. And that's like, at least that gives me a path to accomplish myself, fulfill myself.
And that's because in those sports, like in order to be a NBA agent, NFL agent, MLB agent, you have to be a legit lawyer. You have to pass the bar. If Bryan wanted to manage fucking Sugar Sean O'Malley, he could do it tomorrow. There's no barrier of it. There's no, anybody can do it. Your mom could do it. It has no background.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good. And that's by design. That's by design.
You don't think it's just because like the sport is young and they just haven't like invested in that
Because
yet?
think about the negotiations. You have a real motherfucker in there, and the UFC offers this, and they're like, no, what are you talking about?
Is there a league or like not an association for like UFC
There's no
fighters?
association.
There's no association.
You don't really have any
That's all by
bargaining power.
design.
You don't have bargaining power. You have to fight who they tell you to fight, really. I mean,
And they obviously, it's not the UFC who's just gonna like encourage that.
No, and that's my thing too. Like, if I own the UFC, I'm with Dan. It's like, what do you want me to do? Hold on, you want me to make sure you guys get a union rep and all? You guys fucking figure it out. Go ahead, but they can't.
There's not like someone who tried.
There are multiple people.
How is the-
It's just the UFC such monopoly, and there's no competition. So it's kind of like your UFC's like, okay, don't fight. We don't give a fuck. Don't fight. We have
If
other guys that
everyone at the
fight.
same time decides they're like gonna negotiate.
That was my idea, especially when I say my idea, I'm sure a lot of other people in the space, but my idea was, when you ever talk about UFC Fighter Pay, people are so sick of hearing it, but it's something you should talk about. Now it's over, so it doesn't matter. But my idea was right when they did that Paramount deal, and they got what it was announced, $7.7 billion, and they go, we're putting 47 cards on a year. Every single fighter across the board, all the managers have been hitting up. Everyone goes,
Yeah.
all right, now's the time to strike. We're not going to do anything till we get a minimum 40-60 split.
Yeah.
They cannot operate. It's going to nullify the deal.
Yeah.
But we all have to be on board.
Yeah.
But then the top dogs go, well, I'm making $7 million a year. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, well, we got him. Or they go, those kids from Contender Series will fight for 2 and 2. Just bring them up. It's the brand's bigger than the fighter. So just bring them up. So they have no power. But if they really want to make a change, it was fucking 6 months ago.
Right.
Those
Now
days
they're-
are done.
now they're stuck.
They're stuck.
Now you're just dealing with
You're stuck.
private equity guys. I mean,
You're stuck.
But they could still do it, you know? Like if they all kind of, the thing is you have to get them in timing, and obviously,
It would have to. You remember when Conor was at his height?
uh,
It would have to take someone like that, and then everyone would rally around.
Yeah,
you need
yeah,
someone
like a
so
strong leader,
The problem
like-
is now that, again, maybe by design, I don't know, but now there's no like must see, stop and watch everything you're doing fighter to watch right now.
Mm-hmm.
Conor was the last version of that. So now it's like they don't really have the leverage.
Very fragmented.
Like take anybody you want. We love Sean Strickland. If Sean Strickland came out today and was like, I don't like the way Dana and the UFC treats me, I'm done. UFC's like, see ya.
yeah.
Cool.
See.
And their numbers don't change, nothing. Because you don't have that huge star that can really shake the industry.
Yeah. No, and at the same time, it's like you don't want the word to get out that you're working on this thing, because for sure you're gonna get sidelined right away.
That's the other problem. Like we all like it would have to be almost like fucking
like behind the scene, and then like the word can get out until like everyone's on board. And
it'd be like Valkyrie. We remember they tried to assassinate Hitler.
Right.
Like, don't let Dana find out. Don't let Hitler find out. Don't let Dana find out. But we're all doing this behind the scenes. Now, if we get caught,
He'll find
we're
out.
all fucked.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of like that.
if you're the
Valkyrie.
manager that's sparking that, you're done.
You got to make sure everybody's on board. Like
Yeah.
they should all fly to wherever, some remote island, and all the top managers there. Like, boys, are we all on board?
You're not dealing with team players,
They're all
you're dealing
eating
with-
good though.
Yeah.
all the managers and those top dogs eating good.
Yeah.
But 90% of the roster is not.
I'd be curious to see like how they got started with the other sports. Like at some point, it had to happen in
Took
the
a long
other
time.
sports too. You know?
Probably.
It did take. That's the other thing. It did take a long time.
Yeah.
Long time. As the audience grows, as you get smarter people, as you get agents, and this.
I feel it's a
money,
question
more
of
money.
time though, because like when you're creating a league per se, that feels like it's like, okay, now because there's like this big entity that we can negotiate against, like it has a lot of benefit for the league at the beginning, but
Yep.
I feel it's a question of time before
You know
there's
who
like
does
gonna
it?
be-
It's lawyers. You need really good lawyers
Uh-huh.
to do it. You can't have fighters do it. They just not, you need lawyers who really understand the law that can galvanize and with money. You need another money interest that consolidates the fighters.
But we've had that. Like I was one of the first they reached out to when they had the Players Association that represents the MLB, which is the best. It's a 50-50 split of TV right deals and profits, 50-50.
50-50.
And
Wow.
it's guaranteed money. It's literally the best, and they found that, organized it, so it's 50-50. Fuck, man, this is 8-9 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. The guy who came up with that idea, who's the head of that, was like, I'm going to help the UFC fighters out. So it's me, some other big names who maybe some are still fighting, some are retired, and he gets us all together. Probably about after 3 months, he went, this ain't happening.
Yeah.
He said that?
Yeah.
Really?
What was
He's
the
like, I'm
reason?
out.
Just
just-
And he was working pro bono. He
too
was like,
big.
this ain't happening. No, you guys can't. Like, you just can't. You're too fucked.
Yeah.
Like what? Like everyone is just like not.
He was
wanna,
just like,
collaborate.
he was like, the stars that we reach out to aren't willing to play ball.
Yeah.
And without that negotiation power,
Doesn't matter.
you guys, like, if 300 of the C-level prelim fighters, uprise, the UFC, you're so replaceable. He's like, so the big dogs, they're eating well. And that's why the UFC does that.
I
They're
see,
eating
I
well,
see.
so they're not going to play ball. And he's like, he's like, you guys got to figure it out.
You could even make the argument that
I went, check, please.
the UFC could weather even their big dogs stopping. They could weather it somehow because people still want to see MMA. You just, it's the UFC.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
If you got rid of like all the names, then you're PFL. Ask PFL how they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like
You would still have to have like good cards,
Yeah.
and
Because nobody cares about.
and talent.
You know.
you need talented fighters.
Yeah.
So if you're just signing these kids off contender series and it's like low level fighting, people are out, man.
Yeah.
I feel that's even more in boxing now too. That like TKO is moving into boxing because boxing, I feel there's even more of a power law where like the top,
Oh, yeah.
1% is even
Yeah.
more,
There is.
important.
Boxing seems to have gotten saved and re-energized with the guy Turkey in Saudi
Turkey.
Arabia.
Al Sheik.
Yeah.
He just
I mean, it didn't solve anything. It
No.
gave you because he was willing to pay crazy money for the fights we wanted.
we didn't have
see.
to wait for one division. Like Bob Arum was controlling one division, and then such and such was controlling the other, and the two best fighters like Pacquiao and Mayweather didn't get a chance to fight in their prime. It was all that.
Yeah.
Now you'd see it.
But the amount of money like it's really buying their way to it though. It's not like, you know, from a, like it's just triple the money and then make them fight.
Yeah, it's kind of like that movie Blank Check. If Turkey Al-Sheikh was that kid in Blank Check, because he's like, wait, I want to see Fury versus Joshua. He's like, what's the problem? I'm like, buddy, we're about 200 million away from that. He goes, oh, I have that. I'll do it.
Yeah,
Like,
I
really? He's
got
like,
it.
yeah. But we'll do it in front of the pyramids. And you're like, oh, this is wild. He's like, yeah, just let me know where to send the money. And then they get it done.
Yeah,
So
I literally feel like the conversation was like,
it's cool.
How
You
much
hung
would it
with
really
him.
take?
Yeah.
And then get that from one fighter. How much would it really
Yeah.
take? And then he was like, done. And people were like, holy shit.
Yeah, they just have endless money. He's like, well, I want to watch that.
Yeah.
How much?
Where'd you go?
500 million. He's
Where
like,
were you?
I'm in.
Where were you when you met him?
New York City.
Okay. He's cool, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I didn't get a 2-hour sit down with him,
Right.
but yeah.
I think he's sick. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know. Hope he's all right. Alzheimer's, I think he has.
Really?
No, I think it's
Parkinson's?
I think it's
He's about to lose
tumor?
his mind.
really.
It's like cancers or something like that.
Yeah, he's worried.
Yeah.
Multiple forms of
Whoa,
cancer.
and a brain tumor. Damn.
He was, I'm afraid, in 2028 or 2029, I'll forget my name.
Damn.
Oh man,
That's not good.
that sucks.
He works closely with Dana though. Like it's interesting to see Zuffa grow like that. The Zuffa boxing.
Yeah, they're making moves. It's like when they first came out, people were making fun of him. Like, one thing you should know by now is don't bet against Dana White. Like,
No,
if he gets
man,
involved in something, man. And they're going to sign Ryan Garcia. It looks like after he's done with Golden Boy or whoever the hell he's with, Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
You know, like
They're sweeping.
people are like
everybody.
making fun of him. Like, I wouldn't make fun of him, man.
Nah.
That's not the guy to make fun of. They'll figure it out.
It's impressive, honestly. Like the speed at which they're signing very big names is like very impressive. I'm sure there's like some very solid money, especially with Turkey, but like I think they have like really a real shot at like consolidating.
Yeah, it's just, I think the tough thing, you know, being a UFC guy, it's like they paid Conor Ben $15 million. And it's like for his first fight, nobody watched. And
Really?
it's like,
Nobody watched that?
No one watches him fight. Really.
Wow.
So they paid him $15 million, and then it's like, but you didn't pay, you know, Justin Gaethje or Ilya Topuria.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah. I
and
don't know how
Ilya
he
and
manages
Justin,
that conversation.
By every measurement, destroy him viewership wise. Not even close. So you'd think UFC fighters like, wait, hold on, dude. You guys have $15 million to pay Conor Ben for one fight, and I'm getting paid $2 million to fight Ilya Topuria? What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
But
that might be the trigger for actually that association.
No one says anything.
Yeah.
No, it's like it's this awkward kind of elephant in the room.
I'd pay so much money to be like a fly on the wall to those
Some of them
conversations.
do, and they're just
No,
like,
John Jones didn't say anything. John Jones asked for $30 million. They told him they'd give it to him. He just didn't fight.
They told him they'd give it to him.
Yeah,
First time.
yeah, and then he just didn't fight.
Wow.
But again, John's worth that. You're talking about the greatest of all time, but that's different, right? If you're the top dog, that's different. And he was getting paid more than Conor Ben.
Damn.
It's just a weird. It's like you're just gonna give Conor Ben $15 million. Okay, all right.
I'm really wondering what Dana says. Actually, is they had to have had that conversation with some fighters.
I don't know if he does. I think Dana's like, that's TKO, man. Like that's separate from UFC.
Yeah,
You're like,
just
no,
like-
I get it, but you know, it's like
Maybe having the same conversation as like, well, you know, we just can't afford it. Like you guys just don't sell the same or something. I don't know.
it's not even a conversation to have though.
in business,
because if they
you
go
can
down
get away
that
with
road,
it.
then they would have to pay the UFC fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're like, well, hold on, I have more that you guys, you know, put so much emphasis on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram. Well, compare, pick a fighter, Sean Strickland, Ilya Topuria, Justin Gaethje, Poatan compared to Conor Ben. It's like, well, we beat him in every numeric system you're using. So why are we making less?
Right.
Like there's literally no way to defend it besides going, it's just boxing. No, I
Maybe
get
it's
that.
the argument of like, yeah, like when we throw a UFC event, it's really the combination of all of you guys that are creating this viewership. Or like in boxing, it's really much like the main event and everyone else doesn't matter.
I'll tell you what it is for Dana, and it's just, again, this is the elephant in the room. It's like Conor Ben's going to go, well, the reason I got $15 million is because there's 3 other organizations competing for me.
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
have to outbid them. Dana's going to go, for Ilya or Sean Strickland, go test the free market.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
going to pay you what we're paying you? There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So for boxing, they can fight for Top Ranked or Bob Arum or, insert this, so that it creates competition.
Just like offer and demand.
Yeah,
conversation.
that's the argument that UFC's monopoly,
Uh-huh.
and that if there were other leagues, fighters could be free agents and then test their value,
Yeah.
and then it would increase pay because the UFC would have to match the offer. Right now, the UFC's like, it's $2 million or go fight in fucking PFL.
Yeah,
and they
PFL.
can't pay you, so there's no competition.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if I'm the UFC, it's like, yeah,
That makes sense,
It's
yeah.
by design. Like, I don't blame them. That's good business.
Yeah.
They got the market cornered.
Yep.
It's tough.
It is.
What else you got, Jen?
Hello, and welcome to Pluto Phone. If you know the name of the movie you would like to see, just stream it for free on Pluto TV, where all your blockbuster favorites are landing all summer long. Catch Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Fantastic. The Matrix Trilogy.
Welcome to the real world.
Mean Girls.
Shut up.
Titanic.
I'm the king of the world!
And so much more. For showtimes, press nothing. They're free 24/7.
That is so fetch.
On Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.
Current events.
Sure, pal. I love your excitement today.
Current events. This is just surprising to me. So,
Oh, man's kicking.
what's up?
He can do it.
He can what?
He could,
Oh, okay, yeah. So you know what this is. So these guys, it's a podcast talking about Will Ferrell's son.
His name's Magnus Farrell. Enjoy.
Tell me you're on your way. About the
that's Will Ferrell's son. He can actually
This
sing.
guy? The guy with the orange
I
jacket?
was so surprised. No, so this is what he
I
looks
mean, I
like.
don't
this
know
is like-
music, but
this is
these
a
guys know
song.
music. I think these guys
Oh.
are producers, and if they're freaking out, this is good, right? Like,
Well, this is a podcast called The Morning
Yeah, I think
Shift
it's
Show.
just the host.
But this is his son.
Oh, and
He's like
that's
some
his
tall
music.
dude, but he's a legit singer.
yeah.
Oh, I don't like it.
That's the voice, though.
No, I like the music. I don't like the video. I don't like
Oh, yeah, the video,
I'm
of
not crazy
course.
about
I
that.
might have some sugar in his tank, huh?
I don't know about that. I think he's just,
Buddy.
but he's making his own way.
There's a Bruno Mars vibe.
Yeah,
It's just you wouldn't expect, usually when it's like nepotism, it's going to be,
Nah, he's making his
okay.
way.
But dude, this guy's legit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Magnus Farrell.
Yeah, he's good. His
good,
music's
huh, Chen?
good.
I
From
think
Orange
I think
County,
he's
right?
good.
Oh, that's
No.
right. Will Ferrell's from Orange County.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is
Yeah, so this
awesome.
guy made some headlines.
This guy's the best.
Apparently, he's a straight married man, but
Sure.
he just feels confident
Is he
wearing.
just looking to be different? Is that what he's doing?
he just feels confident wearing
There you go, buddy.
women's
Wait,
clothing.
so for those just listening, it says Mark Bryan is a straight married bullshit. Mark Bryan is a straight married father of 3 who has gained worldwide attention for wearing skirts and high heels to work.
Yeah. He's my age looking for attention.
A
like
robotics
this.
engineer by profession, he says his clothing choice are about fashion, self-expression, not his gender identity. Oh, he's gay. He's a gay man. That's fine.
That's his
He's gay.
wife.
Oh, my
I just
God. Well,
think it's a guy who's like, I'm going to try to be an individual and different by costume.
No, but that's
It's
a
like,
gay man,
it's
fellas.
fucking weird,
Interesting.
man.
He's gay.
Yeah, those shoes are not comfortable, bro. Those shoes suck.
he
on
feels
your feet.
confident in them.
He's
they're
loving
gay
his,
as
he's loving
shit.
his legs, though. It's a fantastic look, I'll be honest with you.
Hashtag breaking stereotypes. No, he's not.
Hey, not.
No, you're not.
You know, somebody said, Will Arnett said, I don't have tattoos because when I see tattoos or this kind of stuff, it's like it's manufactured edge. Not that all tattoos are great, I like them, but it's like this guy's manufacturing an edge. It's costume.
Oh, I don't think so. I think
he's
he's
just feeling
manufacturing.
it.
He's letting you know he sucks cock, guys. Figure it out.
Brendan, he's a straight man.
He's not. There's nothing straight about that.
Brendan, from the waist up, he's straight, I'm saying. Now, from the waist down, obviously, he'll pick a spot on the wall.
Yeah,
You
well, there
don't
go.
do the like. There's one thing to do for attention, right? It's gay. He's gay. It's fine. It's fine.
Brendan, he's a straight male. He says it right there. Porsche fan like you, straight male like you, loves wearing heels and skirts daily.
Bro, you know how I know you're gay? In your bio, it says straight male. If you were gay, you wouldn't have to
You
tell
wouldn't say
people.
that.
Well, if you're wearing
You would
that,
never-
though, that
no
might
one
be
would say-
a
Like,
worthy
I've never said I'm a
addition.
straight male.
Like you're not like to make sure people know you're not gay. You're not gonna, in your bio not gay. You're like whoa, what's going on here?
Whoa, what's going on?
Everyone's straight male. Don't like big black cock. You're like whoa, nobody even thought about this, dude. What is happening here?
I'm not a fan of giant black dick.
Yeah.
You would have thought about that though if you would just see him with
Thinking about it right now. He's got my name, Mark Bryan.
Spell the right thing is yours.
Mark Bryan 911 too. Call 911 if you like my legs.
Inquiries. I bet
is.
the guy's got so much hate mail.
How old is he? He's got to be at least my
I
age.
think he was like 63.
Yeah.
He's just older, confused, you know?
Yeah.
He's fucking battling his straightness and he's losing 10-8, dude.
It's just weird.
He is not doing well.
No.
But as long as he's happy, you know, as long as he's I don't give a shit. As long as he's happy.
Yeah, and as long as you don't want to babysit my kids.
Yeah, you can't come in my house.
No.
But, you know, like you're not allowed in there.
Okay, so this is I think he might be a pastor or priest. He's praying in public, and this white dude walks up to him, and then you'll see what happens here.
So just for the listeners, it says resurfaced video shows white man pulling a gun on a black man, peacefully reading the Bible before confrontation turns physical.
Well, this white guy seems stable. So this guy's crazy.
Yeah, my mentally ill man pulls gun on guy in the park.
Joe 9124 what? You know who the fuck you're talking to? That's my turtle Tran. Okay? I'm fucking native.
Okay.
And you're gonna talk to me and you're gonna tell me to fucking step. Who the fuck are you?
Okay, so let me read you something.
Who the fuck are you?
Let me read something to you.
Yeah, go ahead and fucking read.
Let me read something to
Cause
you.
you're gonna fucking preach
Let me read to
and
you.
then you're gonna fucking
Let
talk to me.
Let me read to you. You gotta calm down.
I gotta calm down, but you're gonna call me a fucking imposter.
Yeah,
You're
because
here fucking protesting.
I am,
My
and I have a
fucking
right to.
clan. Yeah.
Can
But
I-
you're
my
here
clan?
protesting my clan.
If you were here,
And then you want to fucking talk
Oh, he has
to
a gun.
me
If you were-
about disrespect.
if you were
Shut
here-
your fucking mouth.
if you were here,
Shut the fuck up.
I'm reading about the tribe of the
Yo.
native.
You think this is a fucking joke?
You're wrong. Calm down.
It's wrong.
You're by 22 division. It's wrong.
I don't give a fuck. I'm a fucking gangster.
Okay? Okay?
Got to put this
And
guy
you're here
in jail.
fucking talking about fucking Nabal?
You know how he said I'm a gangster?
Tribal
That's the same
fucking
thing as saying I'm a
things?
You see this?
straight man.
Live.
That's
I don't
very
give a fuck.
similar. You're not a
See this?
gangster.
This is how it is.
That guy's not straight.
This is how it is for us when we come out here. Hey, this
For you.
reminds
Oh,
this is-
wait.
This is reminds
Oh,
me
for you?
of Victoria and Dundas.
Oh, for you, right? You're a fucking black man. You're talking
So
about my
what?
fucking people?
But we're brothers. If you are a Gadite, we are actually brothers, and this is what I'm talking
Wow,
about.
it's the
Yeah,
most
and I
peaceful
come to
guy
you
ever.
You're
and
not
I
listening.
ask you.
You're
no,
not listening.
Shut up.
No, I don't have to.
come-
I'm trying to teach you.
You don't need to shut up.
Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Yo, bro.
Obviously, right now, the black dude's beating the crap out of that guy.
Is
That
he?
guy, yeah.
Right.
How do you know?
So.
Because I saw this right.
Oh, this is great.
Talk back to hammer and bust your face.
Oh, now he
We went from
Christian
the
just
Bible.
went out of
Yeah,
it.
we
that, that black guy saying bitch ass?
I'm fucking crazy.
It'd be funny if he came in the camera and goes,
Wait,
fight
is
camp.
that him?
You should have been speaking. Now you're fucking leaking. Bitch ass. Bitch ass.
Oh,
Don't
wow.
ever come up here and disrupt my shit.
Oh, wow.
Now you're all leaking. Get the fuck out of here. Now I took your gun. What are you gonna do? Now I took your gun. Now I can fuck you up. Who's the bitch? Yeah. And you're, yo, your gun is fucking unloaded. You're a fucking buster too. Fucking wankster. Fucking wankster. Fucking homo thug. Bitch. You're a bitch.
Oh, wow, he turned real.
That played out exactly
Yeah.
as it should.
How you
Good for
want it to
him.
play out.
I like how we went from we're brothers.
Yeah, we're peaceful.
Too.
We're brothers.
Now you're
I'm just
right.
here to preach the gospel.
But he kind of let him get up at least.
I mean, he's
sounded like he boot him right in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kicked him right in the face, as he should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should take that as your ad and just have fight camp.
I don't know if we want to be associated with that.
No. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, so Jake Paul says he's been, he reached out and people have contacted him about being in the NFL.
That is not true.
Yeah, well,
That's
what
about
he's
as
saying.
true as that other dude saying he's straight. Or that last white guy saying he's a gangster.
Bringing him in.
Interesting.
He says it's going to.
Yeah, because there's such a demand for good football players.
I think there's a lot of mediocrity in the NFL, huh?
A lot of not good athletes. See, this is him trolling, seeing how far he can go with it.
Wow.
Mind you, he's never played football.
I have better hands than them. I'm faster
I'm wondering if
than
this
them. I'm
started with like
stronger.
Tom Brady and Logan.
Oh, Logan, yeah, that was weird.
You know?
He's just fucking around.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
He's-
And no team's going to let him try out.
He never played football. What do you know?
Oh, this is my
Are you
dude.
familiar? Okay.
This is my dude right
This
there.
this clip went viral a while ago from the Bootleg Kev podcast, and I'm not familiar with this rapper, but
we did this on King.
I never saw it.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, but
something
there's a
boogie.
thing with this as well. So
a new thing?
So I'll play the actual clip first.
So he's saying he got an athletic scholarship and he turned it down.
Oh, that's not athletic. That's like drum.
Oh, that's right.
I turned it down.
I turned it down.
Where'd you go to college?
I didn't go to college, but I turned it down.
Oh.
Yeah, I turned it down just to do this, just to grind from the rap.
So you had an opportunity to do the drumming
Yeah,
thing.
a
in
scholarship and everything.
Where at?
I think it was like in Jacksonville. Yeah, a big band in Jacksonville. It's a big college though, and they offered me like 15, some shit like 10 million or something like that, 5 million, something like that.
Wait, for what?
A
To be in the
scholarship.
band. Like he keeps calling
Okay,
him
but not
out.
$5 million. They offered you $5 million to play the drum.
Yeah,
What the fuck are we doing here?
like what the fuck, y'all,
the fuck
like,
are we doing?
You know what I'm saying? But I was so younger, like
Wait.
I didn't know what it was.
Are you sure they offered you $5 million?
I turned it down.
Turned it
It was
down.
a scholarship. Like I had to go to school for this decade.
But you would get $5 million?
Yeah, that was they. It was somewhere. It was in the millions though.
Where'd you go to college?
So then obviously that made the rounds, and then this. Oh damn it!
Turned it down.
I turned it down.
I love that Kev guy's like, wait, hold on.
So these guys made a skit on it.
A big band in Jacksonville, big college.
Oh my God.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I got in! Oh, Dad, I got in. Congrats. Where'd you get in?
Harvard,
A big college. A big college in
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Wow, exotic.
Whoa. Did you read this? Dude, you got a full ride. Scholarship.
A scholarship, honey.
We at Big College in Jacksonville are thrilled to offer you 15 something, like 10 million, 5 million, something like that.
Wait. But not $5 million. They're offering you $5 million to play the drums?
Is it a scholarship? What the fuck are we doing here? It says I gotta go to school for like this decade.
We are so proud of you.
Gonna turn it down.
For like this decade.
Oh man.
Turned it down.
What the heck was that?
He didn't tell you.
Tell me what?
He turned it down.
He what?
He turned it down.
He turned it down?
Yes.
Just to grind from the
Why?
rap.
To do what?
To do this. To grind from rap.
Leave
He's just so younger.
We're talking like 15?
10 million? Some shit like that.
Some shit like that.
He turned it down.
He turned it down.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's great.
Dude, I watched that clip like probably twice a week.
Fuck, it's funny.
Every
It's
time
so
it comes
funny.
up on my feed, I'm like, I
Turned it
gotta
down.
watch this again.
Great.
Turned
Because
it
there's the
down.
moment where like you see like the idea hitting him, and he just goes like, "I turned it down."
Yeah.
And then he just likes the story now, and he's just like diving into it.
And that I like that Kev Bootleg Kev was like, wait. Like he didn't let it just pass
Yeah,
by.
yeah,
He
yeah.
goes, wait, hold on. So they offer you like 5 million? He was, yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
What school? That big school in Jacksonville.
Big college though. Big college though.
Big college.
And like the moment where he goes like, "What the fuck we're doing here?" And it's like, you should have taken that deal. And goes, "Well, yeah."
Well, they want him to school for like a decade or some shit. Just all lies.
Yeah.
But he couldn't back out of the lie. So it just kept getting worse
I can
and worse.
like imagine like, you know, like having that go viral. Like you just like went on a riff, and like the whole internet is just calling you out on it. It's like, oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
What's this, Jen?
So this guy was in a video game, EA Sports game, and this is how they made his face look.
card in EA Sports history.
That's what UH fans are saying after seeing the latest video game.
Look how big his head is.
Hawaii football fans are saying EA did UH Warriors wide receiver Kai Carvalho dirty with this depiction of him in their newly released college football 27 video game.
Man?
This is what the sophomore looks like in real life. The 22-year-old says he is getting roasted every day.
Of course you're getting roasted.
You got the jersey number right. That's about it. I was
That's
just in shock.
hilarious.
You know, I grew up playing the game, NCAA, and just being a part of the game is like awesome itself. But when I saw my character, I was just like thrown away. It was kind of funny.
Somebody,
not that.
he had an allergic reaction to shellfish.
I think it's really funny to me, and I'm just happy that I'm.
He's taking it well.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's hilarious.
That's so funny.
That reminds me of the statue of Ronaldo.
Oh, I know.
Dude. It's like...
Imagine that's your job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had one job. How about like?
I think they did one for like David Beckham or something.
But then when they finished it, somebody had to have been like, it doesn't like.
That's what I'm saying. If I was doing sculpture and I'm like, hey, B, come here, you'd be like, bro, what the fuck is that?
Hey, how much more time do we have?
I think like David Beckham like has the funniest reaction I think to it, or someone. But like they unveil it because they unveiled the statue, this big moment, and everyone is just like crickets. You know.
What else you got?
This Kahuku.
Did I already show you this? The girl responding?
No.
Okay, so this is the one that was at the Usher concert where Usher tried to brought her on stage and she was kind of like not into it and then kicked her out.
I think you said this, B. She was waiting for Chris Brown.
Yeah, so remember we were thinking that was possible?
Wasn't that I was into it. I was approached first and upgraded to VIP, and they don't give you any instructions on who, what, when, where, or how.
They didn't tell you they were going to pull you on stage?
They told me that it was a possibility of me going on stage, but they didn't confirm that until it was closer to time for me to go on stage. And of course, you're getting to go up on stage. Why would I decline that? People are pulling the narrative that I'm in a relationship or whatever the case may be. No one can tell me the reasoning as to why I said yes to getting on stage. But you also don't know who you're going on stage for or with.
I'm going to kind of pick up what you put down there. You said, I didn't know who I was going to be pulled up on stage with. The way I see it, there are two people. There's Usher and there's Chris Brown. And that means that you were banking on Chris Brown and you got Usher and you would have been more into it with Chris Brown. Am I reading this right?
Me solely, I went to the concert for Chris Brown. It's nothing against Usher or anything like that, but I'm more of a Chris Brown fan than I am of Usher. So, of course, it would have been a different reaction with Chris Brown. It wouldn't have been the stiffness or whatever.
I literally
I was staring at the back of that fan.
I'm like, I'm literally going like this. I'm like, oh man,
he's still talking.
I'm evaluating my life. I'm like, how long is this
I'm 43. Wait, hold on.
Oh fuck,
you didn't
man.
Suck off Usher because you were waiting for Chris Brown. I don't give a fuck.
I wish I cared about that.
Man, I wish I cared more about this.
And anyway, so after that, Usher and Chris Brown, now they go on stage saying, like, if you don't want to be up here, do not come up here.
Yeah, well, I don't care about it.
Yeah, man. I hope those guys are all right.
Watch this one.
I hope they're all right.
God, I hope they figure it out.
Is there anything to report on his feelings? How does he feel? I know his feelings got hurt, but I'm just checking in on. Have we talked to his therapist?
I think they're fine. Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah.
What's this?
So this woman on a cruise ship. First, she was scratching her feet with her hands. And then flakes were coming off, and then she used one of the actual spoons from the buffet or whatever they're at.
Man, when you got an issue, I've used a fork before.
It caused such an outcry. Carnival Cruise Line is now addressing Forkgate head on. Here's Stephen Fabian.
It's the video that has social media gagging. A cruise ship passenger scratches the bottom of her foot with her bare hand.
I get it.
You can see flakes of skin falling.
Yeah, that's athlete's foot.
But it gets worse. Moments later, she uses a fork to dig into her itching foot.
That must tear her shit up.
Ew, gross.
You gotta pee on your feet.
The foot scratching video was shot during lunch at a pizza bar on a Carnival cruise ship sailing.
Pause it real quick, Chin. Also, wish I cared about this, but this one's funny because this guy grew up hoping to be like Larry King. And they're like, hey, Carl, do you mind if you go in front of that cruise ship and report on the girl scratching her foot with the fork? And he's like, what? Yeah, do you mind if we send
We
you?
have an investigative. Sorry, just ask some people.
Hey, we got breaking news, Carl.
Your hair grows in one direction up because.
Listen, I know you're looking for a promotion, right?
Yeah.
So
You got
we're gonna
Chris
send you
Walker's
in front of the Carnival cruise ship because that lady was scratching her foot.
Make it interesting.
And it's breaking news. Can you do that for us? Yeah, but you want me to report on the Iran
People
war?
were
No.
grossed
People over
out.
that.
People were grossed out on the ship.
Carl,
if you do well, we'll give you the story on Usher's girl not wanting.
Right.
Carl, we got a real big report for you.
Exactly.
Oh, am I going to Ukraine? No, not exactly. Listen, in the bay there, right down the street, some lady was itching her foot.
You're not going on the boat, but you'll be. In front of the boat.
Not going on the boat.
Yeah, don't step on the boat.
Stand in front of the boat and talk about how somebody
have
on that
clearance.
boat scratched their foot. Ready for it? With a fork.
With a fork, it's
But
breaking
build
news.
up to it. Build up to it. Started with his hand.
He's like, yeah, at least there's a good restaurant over there. Yeah, no doubt. We're going to need you to report right back because I need you to grab my coffee.
Yeah, that's great. And people freaked out. Cool. Did they throw the fork away?
No, and that's where the controversy comes in.
Did they wash
Oh, what'd
it?
they do with the fork?
They washed
Of course,
it.
they're going to wash it. They don't. Well, I mean, they said they threw it away, but how would you until like the video came out? You're not
You just
going to
can't
know
use
which
any of the
fork it
forks on
is.
any Carnival cruise from now on.
But would you care if...
Fuck yeah.
No.
But if they washed it, like steamed it?
No.
Okay, let's say you knew that was the fork that she did.
I don't
Would you
give a
care?
fuck. I don't
Would
give a
not
fuck.
give a flying fuck.
Well, you guys are.
Well, if you
different.
tell me it's that fork,
Yeah, that fork.
like then I won't use
If
it.
that fork was
but-
in her ass, it'd be a problem. But like,
But even if it's in her ass, and then they're like, hey, man, we steam clean this, and this thing was in hot water, I'd be like, or they're like, it's this or your hands. I'm like, give me that fucking fork.
yeah.
It has to be that they're like, listen, we don't know which fork it is, but we washed all of them.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Then
They'd
you're
be
like, all right,
Yeah.
it looks like it's a fork, you know.
Yeah, you guys are gross. All right, so there's a
steamed and cleaned.
Yeah. There's certain things that you just won't do. Like I'm not gonna if you take a bite of a banana, I'm not gonna it's done. The banana's yours. I'm not if I'm eating a banana, you can I have a bite. I'm like, fucking absolutely not, because it's yours. I'm not gonna
So gay.
I'm not
Hey,
gonna-
bro, do you mind if I buy, can I have a bite of your banana?
That's never happened, by the way.
Wait, what? Have you ever?
Never,
Bro, for reals. Have you ever seen another man or
Can I
even
get a
woman
bite of that
ask,
banana?
hey, man,
Not in a million
mind if I
years.
grab a bite of that banana? Absolutely. It's a banana, you psycho.
Psycho motherfucker.
What's this, Jen?
This is hilarious. So this is in Canada. So a New Brunswick legislator, he pretty much got his notes from ChatGPT or some sort of AI, and he actually read the prompt, or he read part of the stuff in the AI thing. So, and it doesn't faze him. He doesn't even realize it.
The dangers associated with creating advocacy offices is that citizens often develop expectations that exceed the powers actually granted to those offices. Here's a more natural flowing version of that section that reads like a legislative speech rather than a series of short points. Madam Speaker, one of my concerns with this legislation is the
Go back for me, Jen. Sorry, I had to text him. Go back for me. Is it a nightmare?
It's just so funny
One of
because
the dangers associated with creating advocacy offices is that citizens often develop expectations that exceed the powers actually granted to those offices. Here's a more natural flowing version of that section that reads like a legislative speech rather than a series of short
Poor guy.
Madam Speaker, one of my concerns
Trying to
with
get
this
hip to ChatGPT.
just copy and paste. Yeah.
Yeah.
At his age, he's good.
Yes, of course. You want to just end with this one? This is
Whoa.
rumor mill.
What's this now?
I wonder how real that is.
Well, you'll see right here. It says breaking. Ilya Tapari with seemingly enjoying a single life now with Sophia.
Oh, the comments go.
Hold on. This is just.
Oh my God.
Apparently, this not the video, but the thing everyone believed until obviously.
Yeah, until they saw that video.
Yeah.
They're just clowning him.
It's just fucked
Saying
up.
it's Ilya Taporia.
By the way, she's 50 and looking that
Dude, she is.
Her and J-Lo have not changed.
Nah, man.
She seems cool though. J-Lo
Oh,
seems
she's
like
the
a bit
best.
of
Yeah.
She dated my buddy Joe, and I met her.
She seems
Oh,
like
Magna-
a bit of a
so
Magna- Magna-
gorgeous.
whatever.
I was like, she's probably in her 40s. I was like, Jesus.
One last one was.
Oh, this one's funny.
So this is John Jones talking about the F1 driver Lewis Hamilton. Hopefully, I don't have to refresh. But let's see. Okay, let me refresh.
That's so cool. That's very fucking dangerous with a helicopter because you can hit the blades if you're not good.
Lewis Hamilton. I went hunting. I will give you guys a funny story though. Lewis Hamilton. I went hunting years ago with a bunch of Army Rangers, and we ended up hunting pigs from a helicopter using AR-15s. I was so proud of myself because I killed one of the pigs from the helicopter, and my pig was donated to an underprivileged family in the community. But Lewis saw me shoot the pig from the helicopter, and he wrote me a long message saying that I was a coward and that he thought that I was better than that, said that the traditional way of killing animals should be with a spear
Not
or
pigs.
with a bow
Not
and
pigs.
an arrow. Only a coward could shoot an animal from a helicopter. He said, give the animal a chance to fight you back at least. He unfollowed me and he blocked me.
Hilarious.
And it sucked because I was his fan. Lewis, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Man. I'm sorry. I will give.
I
But
respect
I mean-
that, actually.
Yeah, but like that's what you do when you're like, there's such a problem. Pigs, they're like
they're a nuisance
in
in
Texas.
Texas.
Really? They, like,
Disaster
destroy
for farmers.
farmers.
Yeah, they want
they're like a nuisance.
Disaster.
A nuisance?
It's they're not like wild animals. They're
they're not
pigs
native,
that went
they're-
feral,
Yep.
and they breed like twice a year. It's a major problem.
They create.
They
soil
are
bombs.
15 to me. That's like a little overkill.
Nah, because they do it from the like you get paid to do it. So the state does it. They have like feeder pens, and you bring them in and shoot them. You can't.
And
They
like
destroy your farm.
farmers would be like, "Yeah, please help me out."
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And you don't need. In
I've never
Texas,
done it, but they want you to.
you don't even need a hunting license to shoot pigs.
you
here.
shoot the fuck.
Oh,
out of
really?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Is that
That's
a chance,
it.
sir?
Yeah.
We did it, boys.
We did it.
Debut
Khalil,
on
An
Fighter Kid,
interesting
brother.
cross section.
Fight camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great
Fight camp.
company. It's a great service, and it's a great workout.
Yeah, I
Thank
swear
you.
by it. I love it.
Yeah,
man.
you
I
use it all the time.
All the time.
For you to use something.
I know.
But you've been talking about this for a long time.
Yeah, but even before I was with you guys.
Yeah, you've been talking about it for a long
Kiddos
time.
love it. Wifey loves it. Got father-in-law doing it. He's
30,
lost weight.
4,600
He's lost a lot of weight.
workouts. It's really good, actually.
Thank you.
Real fighters, real coaching, and you find it's like Peloton, but for fighters. You know, in a way.
Peloton.
Yes,
Yeah.
with like a couple caveats and
Yeah.
differences, I would
Yeah.
say. You know, our main thing is, with fighting, there's a lot of like offerings out there, and you kind of have the traditional ones where you actually develop some real skills, and then often you have kind of like washed out versions that are basically not teaching you anything.
Yeah.
And we felt like there needs to be a way that people can actually train martial arts at home while still getting like some proper coaching, and also getting a way for them to shoot for progress, which is why like the trackers come in, where you can basically measure your performance, compete against others, and so forth. So it's not like just you making up your own workouts in your
Yeah, so
basement.
there's bots B, and so you can start with amateur. You can go to like trash fighter, and then you get up to the elite, like defending world champion. To keep up with that pace, buddy, you better be working.
How long did it take you to get do this app? How long did it take you?
Man, like it's been 12 years now,
Damn.
actually.
Like
we
to
started
have all those workouts, all those people. That's a lot.
Well, the workouts is actually, at the beginning, we didn't even have workouts. Like we developed this tech originally for the Canadian Olympic team and the US Olympic team.
Really?
It was just the tech. It was putting basically trackers on your wrists. And it was this Olympic coach that basically wanted to, get a better read on their athletes' volume. And then volume, after volume of punches, because it was boxing first.
Yeah.
Then we added speed, and the algorithms got better. And then after that, we started accumulating this data to be like, okay, here's your output for this specific round, a little bit like Strava.
Right.
So, the coach would be putting that on their athletes, sometimes in sparring, sometimes on specific back drills, and they would keep measuring their athletes' progress, as they go to training camp.
Yeah. Punch
So
type.
imagine for a
timestamp.
UFC fighter, if you can track your, let's say if you're doing a 12-week camp, you can track where you're hitting mitts with your coach or sparring. You have all that information at week 1, and then week 8, week 10, even leading up to
Yeah.
the fight.
All with those, all
Like
data
overtraining, it's easy
Yeah.
to tell overtraining where you're at.
That was literally the
cardio.
point. Like they were like, we don't like overtraining is really hard to figure out in martial arts.
Nightmare.
So, being able to see the output of your athlete and at some point being like, okay, I think like we're peaking too early in the training camp. We got to dial it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And making sure you're still pushing that boundary up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. Well, we appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Crushed
Thanks,
it.
man. Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Appreciate
Fighting
that.
Kid debut.
Let's go.
That's it. This is the Fighting Kid with Fight Camp. We're out.